Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about Padix Island. Yeah, it's been kind of like forever since this place actually came out, and I just never really went down. It was released with Sakurai during the, wave update or whatever you want to call it, and I just never really went there because I didn't think it was worth, and people were telling me that it's kind of not worth anyway because it's just another spot that's basically trees, Histria, Stars End. Like, it's just another like 80 to 120 million per hour spot. And it's fine because, like, if you don't want to go to trees and you want a different change of scenery, well, I mean, Padix Island is an alternative. It does also have slightly better drops, of course, with like the earrings and stuff. So if you get one, that's great. But if not, well, like I said, 80 to 120 mil, depending on your grind speed. To be completely clear, this is not a tree killer, a Stars End killer, Histria killer, Ackman killer. This is not that kind of spot. It is literally just another addition to the, high-ish level brackets. Now, this spot is actually rather interesting because there is a bit of mechanics to it, and it's not even really mechanics, it's more like just mechanic to it. And essentially, you have to go to the island across where Pirate Island is naturally, and there's a vendor just hidden somewhere off in buttfuck wherever, and you purchase these tranquilizers, and you're supposed to use them. And there's going to be these pots in the rooms that you go to, and essentially you put the tranquilizer in there and it reduces their damage and everything, how tanky they are. And it is possible to actually kill them without using it, but I wouldn't recommend it because the DP for that would have to be enormous, and on top of that, they already hit hard even without it. So definitely you and your duo partner, and yes, you actually have to bring a second person because this is not really soloable as far as I'm aware. At least it doesn't feel that way. There's just no way you can possibly tank it, at least not for Zerk. There's no way I could do that. I don't have the forward guard like the Guardian does or the Nova does. I just don't have the defenses and life steals to keep up. It just really, is impossible for me to solo it. Not without severely sweating anyway, but I wouldn't want to sweat for that long for an hour over basically like pennies. It's just more effective as a duo grind spot. So yeah, I mean, essentially you can get the drops from there as well. So you can craft the tranquilizers. You don't actually have to purchase them every single time. So that way you purchase them your first time going, and then later on you can craft them as you're grinding more and more on Padix Island. So that way you don't have to dip into your funds, because I think they're actually rather expensive. I think it's like, I don't know, a few mil per tranquilizer, and you need about 10 per hour for both of you, because like some of you guys may have to like hold aggro while the one puts a tranquilizer in, and then vice versa. So you both need to actually have tranquilizers, so that way you can rotate who puts what. And if you're doing multiple hours, well, you're gonna need a lot of tranquilizers. Not like a super a lot, but just like about 10, just for your run anyway. Now the big question, is Padix Island worth the trip? Look, that's like a question that's just a preference type thing. Me personally, I like the difference. I like being there. It's a lot cooler. I get to hop on a boat, go with a friend, chill for a couple hours, make at least 80 to 120 mil per hour. I can't really hate on this. It's good. But for a person that's like maybe as a solo player, this does not make a lot of sense, because then you have to look for a duo partner. You have to find a server that's open, which shouldn't be really too hard, especially during the night hours. Nobody really grinds Padix because it's way out there. And since it's just another addition to the 80 to 120 mil bracket per hour, there's no reason to actually physically go here for the effort unless you want the earrings and the drops and whatever. That's pretty much it. There's nothing here that differentiates itself other than location. Some people might argue that the money there is better than trees because trees is only good with Agris. It's like, I get you, I feel you, because sometimes it is what it is, but for me, I pull like 80 mil per hour at trees with just a yellow loot scroll. So with just a blue loot scroll, I pull like, I think somewhere around 60-ish to 70 mil, something like that. Honestly, I have to re-look at the trash per hour, but regardless, 80 mil is pretty much the average because I'm always using a little yellow loot scroll anyway. And then with Agris, we're looking at more like 120 mil per hour. So that's the difference, is like trees, you need Agris. However, I've been sitting at Stars End recently for the past couple days because I've been trying to just farm distos. And lately, I've been pulling about 5.6 to 6k trash per hour, which translates to about, I think, a little over 100 mil. So there's not really a reason for me to go to Padix. I can just sit at Stars End, and I've had no issues with getting a rotation recently. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's up to you guys. If you want to take the boat out, go all the way out there, find a buddy to go with, it's cool. The gear score requirement is pretty high. The AP is like, you can go there 270-ish, whatever. but the problem is you need at least like 320 DP to survive there. Like even me with that, I was getting fucking slapped up. So I mean, like, you need high DP to even survive. So overall, it's a nice spot, nice change of scenery, but realistically, you could just go to trees, you could go to Star's End. Sakraya is better, obviously, than every spot in the game currently. So if you have the gear score to grind Sakraya, just go there. There's no reason to go to Padix. If you can grind Star's End, that's your alternative for solo grind. And if you want to group grind, trees, kind of the same thing, 80 mil per hour. That's pretty much it. There's not a reason to go to Padix. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, she knows I don't need no